3 weeks from today is the 50th anniversary of a well-known tragedy on Lake Superior. On November 10, 1975, the Edmund Fitzgerald vanished underwater amidst a fierce storm that can churn the largest of Great Lakes. Just 17 miles northwest of Whitefish Point is where the ship sank and home to the Great Lakes Shipwreck Museum. Every year, the museum holds a private memorial ceremony for those with a connection to the ship on the anniversary. But with this year being the 50th anniversary, there will also be one for the public to attend.
It's going to be at 2 p.m. on November the 10th. We're not going to have the museum open. None of the buildings are going to be open. The museum primarily because it's going to take us a few days, probably close to a week prior to the event to get everything set up in there and get everything set up for the live stream. We've got the Gordon Lightfoot tribute coming in again. That's Mike Fornes and his band. They got to know Gordon Lightfoot pretty well, and the members of the band. People are going to have to get here pretty early. We can't guarantee, again, it's limited parking. First come, first serve.
Bruce says they get many questions on why they have just a private ceremony for those with a connection to the Fitzgerald. Here's his explanation.
We've got a couple of individuals that sailed on the Fitzgerald, maybe in the late 60s, early 70s, what have you. There was one gentleman for years that came up to help build it, back in 1958. He's since passed away, unfortunately. But the evening event is going to be just for the family members. That's going to start at 7 p.m., but we will live stream the event. This has not been a popular decision. People have gotten angry with us. We've been called out over and over on social media that we're not being fair, we're not making it available to the public. But the problem we were facing was, for one, we could never come anywhere near handling the numbers. On the 40th anniversary, we opened up 3 additional buildings and set up screens, and we were able to televise on each one of those screens in each building. Even this museum store, that entire floor where our store is, we cleared everything out, set up another 50 or 60 chairs, whatever we could fit in there, and it was nowhere near enough. And there was one ceremony, well, a couple ceremonies, but one in particular where people were crawling into the exhibits and moving the artifacts in the vitrines so they could have a place to stand. And I couldn't do anything about it because it was right in the middle of the ceremony. The other thing, and this was more of a personal thing for a lot of us, was when there were a few attendees that started maybe harassing some of the Fitzgerald family members a little bit. They were wanting to share their conspiracy theories as to why the Fitzgerald sank. There was one guy who kind of saw himself as an author, and he wanted to interview the Fitzgerald families right there. Seconds after the ceremony wrapped up, I could see how uncomfortable they were getting. And I think what people need to understand is we're very honored that people want to be a part of this event. But when things like that were happening, again, no way we could keep up with the numbers, so we did make it private, but then we live streamed it.
If you would like to attend the public memorial ceremony, it's at 2 p.m. on Monday, November 10th at the Great Lakes Shipwreck Museum. As a reminder, it's outdoors, no tent or seating provided. Parking is limited with no shuttle services. The museum will be closed and the grounds will be cleared by 5 p.m. to make room for the private ceremony. Also, 3 weeks from today on that anniversary, join us for a MyUP special, The Gales of November, Remembering the Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. You could catch the half-hour program at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on ABC before Monday Night Football and also on WJMN.